Today we are launching our new vision, and I think it becomes very important to understand in the first place why we needed a new vision. So we started in our first school in 2004, and right from the beginning the idea was, how do we do it differently? How do we have a school where children enjoy coming to? Some place where they learn more than just academics, something that happens in a conventional school. And that's what our endeavor was right from the beginning. When we started working on the school, we realized that there was a lot more that was required than just the academic part of it. To give holistic education, to give quality education, there needed to be a lot of detailing and importance given to the transport system, or the uniforms, or the safety and security of the children while designing the furniture. So we got into all of that, and with the help of the team that was there, we did well. We could get into a lot of detailing, and the first VIBGYOR High at Goregaon did exceedingly well. And that's when we thought that when we've put in so much effort, why not let more children benefit from that? Because there was a lot of stress on systems, processes that we had determined, which we felt could help us to duplicate. And that's when we set out our second school in Baroda, Pune, and before we knew it, we had a group of 30 schools. So that had been our journey so far, right from 2004 to 2018. And as time grew, so did the processes, so did all the detailing. With this came a realization that what we have is something that's really good and that needs to benefit a far larger number of people. That's when we came up with a new vision, and that's what I needed to and would like to explain to you, because that's what we need to move forward with. The new vision is transforming lives globally by redefining knowledge ecosystems through passion and innovation. This simple statement, this simple vision took a lot of deliberation, and every single line over there we spoke about, every single word over there that we spoke about had a lot of meaning. So to start with, I mean, if I were to take you all through it, so when we are talking about transforming lives, as I mentioned, that education is not just about academics, it's just not about getting a particular result in the board exams, but more about how is that going to affect the rest of your life? How is that going to add value to have a different life thereafter? And that's where we spoke about transforming lives. Our curriculum, while we were doing it, was holistic, but holistic for a certain segment of society. Today we have set about a journey of touching millions of hearts and millions of lives more than hearts. And we need to move from 30 to 30,000 schools to 30,000 units, in which there would be people from all different strata of society. With that in mind, we've included vocational training as a focus, because not everybody may be happy or able or have the opportunity to get into the conventional subjects. So transforming lives became very critical, and how do you ensure that whatever base education that you provide will make you have a better life thereafter? The other part of the vision statement, which became very critical for us, was the knowledge ecosystem. And as I mentioned, it wasn't about just the academics, There was a lot of care, and there is a lot of importance that is given to everything else that surrounds it. To be slightly repetitive, whether it is the safety in the furniture, whether it is using information technology to track the progress of a child, to analyze the progress of a child, to get him to focus on his weaker areas, or how do you assess the capability or the intuition or the inclination of the child. So all of that became very important for us. Transporting the child, ensuring that the child does not spend too much time in the bus on the way to school or after school. So the whole ecosystem had to be developed. We developed our curriculum, which could be studied at home, which could be studied at any place. It became agnostic from the location. And that's essentially what we mean when we speak about having an ecosystem. And especially when we have the intent of touching millions of lives, not everybody would have the liberty and the luxury of coming to a school or spending a good amount of time in school. There would be certain people that may require extra reinforcement away from school also within a limited period, and that's where we required, and we took the advantage of information technology. Today it has a reach that is far beyond, and that's when we got down to doing that. The last part of the vision is speaking about passion, innovation, and people. All of this could not have been achieved, and whatever we are aspiring to do cannot be achieved without having the right kind of people, without having them involved in detailing, involved in doing something which will finally have its end result, involved in giving us the satisfaction and delivering the result. So innovation and passion became very important. We needed to do things differently than what was done in a conventional school. That is what has got us this far, and that is what will get us ahead. Another very important factor is that what we are setting out to do has never been done before. In that sense, it's very, very different, very, very unique. The systems and that we are attempting to use are very innovative. And essentially that means that would apply to all of us. The way that we are going to conduct ourselves, the way that our work is going to happen, will need a lot of innovation, and it will be very, very different from the way that we have been used to doing things. And as I mentioned, even if I trace the journey from our first school to today, for us also there has to be a huge change. When we wanted to make our first school and do things differently, it was a challenge with a lot of people coming in from a conventional background. And today we find ourselves when we need to grow from 30 to 30,000, and that too with all over globally. The challenges are going to be very, very different, and we will have to remodulate ourselves, we will have to reboot ourselves to ensure that we do things in such a manner that will keep up to that scale. So I think that's exciting, interesting, definitely not monotonous, and we look forward to that change. And I look forward to all of you all willing to commit to that change to live out the vision. Whatever we have achieved so far, moving from one school in 2004 to 30 schools, I owe all of that to the people that were with me, to the team that was with me. And I don't think anything would have been achieved had it not been for them, had it not been for their passion. And I strongly believe and feel that when we need to touch on a larger base, as I mentioned, 1 million children all over the world, and when we need to touch on that, the importance of having a team, having bought into the vision, having believed in the vision, living the vision, unless that is something that happens, it may be very difficult to achieve. I look forward to all of you, all our faculty, all the other staff, all the management, to join me in this journey. Together we can do it. Thank you.